Hello.
Yes. Sorry.
Hello.
Is that like a K-drama opening?
No, it was iCarly.
Oh.
Mabuhay, you motherfuckers. We're here to talk about Well of Ascension.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time coming for this book club. And we're trying to get it out of the way before all of us go on vacation.
I will not be on vacation. I will be playing video games at home.
Yeah, you will be reading the next book.
Actually, that is accurate. I will 100% be reading the next
Alright,
one.
I gotta refresh though, so I will have to reference my notes. But alright, we started off this section with part 5, chapter 49.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh yeah, they got married.
Yeah, small recap for the end of 48.
They got married.
Elle and Vin get married while she's dying. And
then they
Save sends them
go
away.
away, yep.
Or convinces them to go away.
Yep. I forget who Ellen was talking to, but my first note for chapter 49 says Ellen pulling the "do not speak of my wife in that manner."
Tindwell. He was talking to Tindwell.
I was like, oh, get you a man that would do that.
Yeah, he stood up for his girl, and he actually made Tindwell flinch. Like, not even like in a testing way. Like, she genuinely was like, oh, damn, he a man now.
But they thought...
Don't speak to me or my wife like
my
that.
Wife, no. Yeah. Keep my wife's name out of your...
Out of your damn...
Oh my god.
He was about to bitch slap Tindwell like Wilson.
But she was supposed to go with them, right? Or at least that's what Zed thought. But then my second note was, so Tyndale thought that going north was stupid, and I guess she's staying in Luthadel, question mark? That's what...
Yes.
Yeah. Guess that's what wound up happening. Sigh, big sigh. Foreshadowing. But so we basically got a
Yeah.
kids outing. It's all the little kiddies.
Yeah.
We got Ellen, Vin. I guess
And
are we still calling him Spook, or should we just not call him Lester Boys? And Alrion.
Dealer's
and
choice.
yeah, dealer's
All right,
choice.
whichever one. Yeah, and yeah, Alrion. So then she kind of just like goes back to her dad's camp and is unseen for a bit. And then I don't know what Sayzed did, but I wrote Sayzed is the epitome of religious DE&I.
It's
Diversity,
because
equity, and inclusion.
him and Clubs were having an argument because Says was like saying every religion is right, no religion is wrong. You can, and Clubs is like you have He's like that's what I hate about people like you. Your beliefs are situational. And Says it was like
Yeah.
actually had like a crisis of self from that.
Yeah, he had a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't believe in anything. Okay.
Oof, that's like shook Sayzed to his core, to his metal core.
You know, anyone who had like a big thing where they just started researching too many religions in high school and then was like, is it all real? Is it not? None of it real? What do I believe?
Ooh.
We all were says that at some point if you were an edgy kid writing poetry on anonymous blogs. Not me though. Not me. Like if you were.
If you happen
All
to
of
be
you
that kind of
people,
person.
not me.
And then
But
yeah.
then we see what's his face Straff's point of view, and we learn what all the poisonings actually were.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Damn.
That was a cool.
Yeah, they
Plot
literally
twist.
made him a drug addict. I would never have thought about that. I just thought Zane was actually that good.
Yeah, but he like psyched him out so bad. I was like, oh god, what's going on? And then I guess it was Amarantha getting back at him, right? Amarantha. I don't know how to say her.
Yeah, and Zane literally just played along because he's like, whatever.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, sure.
Zane just couldn't give a fuck about it and was just like, sure, yeah, I poisoned you, okay.
He's like, yeah, I do want you to be afraid of me. So like
So
anything I can do
yeah.
to make you think I'm more insane than I am.
But so he's like, did he die at that point?
No, he does not. He
Okay,
does not.
I didn't write a note saying he did or didn't.
He chokes out Amaranta and
then just
he
like
memorized basically what she would normally do and kind of just guesstimated and hoped for the best.
Oh yeah, he kind of just like
Put
drank
all
anything.
of the stuff in a cup and then
And
drink
drink
it.
it. That's nasty.
He just like knew which ones were 100% gonna kill him, but he wasn't sure what the actual like
Is that why they
measurements
call
were.
it King's Cup? But yeah, that all right. So that was
Sadly, he
chapter
survives,
49.
but whatever.
He does survive, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Womp
Yeah,
womp.
unfortunately.
But foreshadowing, maybe we'll have some good news later.
Yes, there.
Chapter 50. I don't remember what was going on either, but I
We
wrote
start with they're like traveling and Ariane separates, and and she's with a bunch of bandits.
Oh yeah.
And we kind of we already got hints that she's not as dumb as she seems, but like you really get to see it because now you're in her POV.
She's a soother too, right?
Yo,
or is she only a soother?
No, she's a rider.
Yeah.
Rider.
Oh yeah,
A rider.
She's a rider.
Yeah.
Which is like which is cool to see, like, you know, like because like we only really ever get to see soothing when it's not a Mistborn.
Yeah.
So it was cool to actually see like what it's like for a rider in their POV.
POV, you're a rider.
Yeah, the opposite of Breeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you still have to. But like I would say she has the like intellect or like that Breeze has and how to use her riding the way he uses his soothing.
Yeah, she can read people.
Even someone as good as Breeze couldn't tell he was being rided by her like all the time.
Yeah.
But she's still her same self because she asked her dad for dresses if she won a bet. So good on Daddy
She's
set.
just a girl.
Yeah, she's just a girl trying to live her life on the battlefield.
But I do like that she actually does care about Breeze, and her whole plot is to convince Set to come back to help them.
Yeah, like she wasn't bad after all, or like a mole.
Yeah, because I like she didn't seem bad, but you never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. There's also a little bit of foreshadowing in the like epithet of this chapter. at the
Which
beginning.
was?
It's the same like excerpt from the rubbing, but
yeah.
it says, "I have no doubt that if Alendi reaches the Well of Ascension, he will take up the power and then, in the name of the presumed greater good, will give it up."
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
contrary
presumed.
to what has been
Yes.
written in the
Oh, yeah, you're.
previous
Yeah.
I don't think I
Yeah.
caught that.
I
excerpts.
wrote that in the wrong chapter. I wrote that in the last one. But yeah.
Mm.
Shit.
And
Now
Mhm.
it's all
like
coming together
And I
now.
was like,
you know, it's kind of
"Hmm."
hinting what we already were kind of like. I don't like. There's no way Alendi like
Yeah,
was
something's not right.
what was like bad. Like
Yeah.
it felt wrong. Like it must have been something else that made Quan like want to stop him.
Yeah. So that was a fun little hint.
Yes.
Mm.
But you know, in the middle of all this stressful time, we also get a little bit of Vin and Elle finally being relaxed for the first time in probably like since the first book.
Yeah, rip though.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, truly.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
just they're like, "Oh, we're just traveling. We're going on an adventure
Mm-hmm.
and find the well."
They cuddling up in the tents, you know. And
Damn.
then just
Yeah.
and then
Lusterborn's
just
his third wheeling.
Lusterborn just chilling.
He's just a lookout. Poor dude.
Oops.
Or he's
Mhm.
cuddling with him. He's in the middle, you know. Mom, I
Aw.
threw up. Mom, Dad, I threw up.
Oh, he walks with the tent in the middle of the night.
He knocks on the tent door.
Whoa.
Zed and Twindle got to second base. Hugs. Hell yeah.
Oh wait, but also Says and Clubs have a little moment too before even that. They get a little bit of reconciliation, and Says gives like he's the only one who
Yeah.
maybe aside from Breeze who sees the true Clubs, and like he's not actually like a warrior deep down, not like a soldier, but an artist.
He's an artiste.
An artiste. Oh, we get an ad break. I'm rolling the ad break.
Which also more sadness to come.
No.
Gives him a nice little religious token.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sad. Speaking of sad, I really only had 3 bullet points for this chapter. I think because I was just too busy like reading. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. But then
I wrote so much.
Yeah, and so the battle is ensuing at the walls now, I think, right?
Oh wait, yeah. And
Is it?
But also Tindwell said something about Says in 50 that I really liked. You know, he's strong as the wind, but bends when it wills, but firm when it needs to be, and never breaks.
I said that too. Strong like the wind.
It reminded me of that Mulan 2 song.
Which one was that?
Oh, the one where the emperor like talks to Mulan about the flower?
No, in Mulan 2,
No.
she sings a song about like, you know, bending like bamboo and shit like
Oh,
that.
I know that. She's talking to the other girls, right?
The other girls, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
I don't remember
Direct to
Mulan
DVD
2.
movie.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
direct to
remember
DVD.
every direct to DVD
Yeah,
Disney
I
movie.
think I borrowed it from the library a lot. That's why. Hell yeah! Shout out to libraries.
Shout out libraries.
Shout out libraries.
Shout out the local Maywood
DVDs.
Library.
Yeah.
I rented out My Neighbor Totoro and watched it 15 times because of that on VHS.
Nice. I wonder if they keep account of like who borrows what, or like what if libraries did like a Spotify Wrapped where like at the end they tell you like what you borrowed. I think that would increase library use.
You should email the library.
I should. This stream is not sponsored by libraries, but I will
think
sponsor
the
libraries.
The underfunded libraries have the funds to do that?
It's like they have a record system, right? So all they need to do is like do some analytics on it.
You have to have someone who has to do analytics on it, which
I'll
money.
volunteer. I'll do it for free.
If you have volunteers, actually, then they probably could.
I used to volunteer at libraries, but it was just like reshelving books and
but the size of that
books.
project would be
it would actually be quite large. So it would take a lot of time.
I know, and a lot of like
have to retroactively go back and pull all the like genre
also,
data.
I don't want to know how old the record keeping system is. For all I know, it could be on like basic.
Also, that a lot of their systems are probably not great either.
It's all right. We love libraries, nonetheless.
Severely underfunded.
Ugh.
U.S. government fund
Fund
the libraries
libraries.
more, or not just the governments in general. It's not just fund
Yeah.
libraries.
Yeah, it's funded by
City,
the city,
state,
Yeah,
municipal.
but we got back to 7-day service. Ooh.
Woo!
Whoop.
Yay for the libraries.
Whoa! What just fell? Oh, the lights fell on the string lights. All right. Anything else for chapter 50? I really can't remember what happened.
I think that was the end of it.
Okay.
But they had a very more foreshadowing of what's gonna come with Tindwell and Says, I think, at the end too.
Because, like, for some reason, I wrote this bullet in this chapter, but I guess the attack hadn't happened yet. I wrote, "Say Zed, please survive," and I'm like, was I just like wishing that on him?
Good. No, at the end of the chapter,
end.
there was like warning. Yeah, because
Mm.
I put Says and Tindwell, please, your love just started. Don't let it wither.
Oh.
Aww.
Well,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Laughs
The
and
laughing
cries.
turns to crying.
laugh and cry emoji join together.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Chapter
Well,
51.
the next
Now the Koloss
chapter-
attack. Woo.
The Koloss attack, spooks insecure, lots going on.
Yeah. But we got Jas tailing Vin and Elend. But like that confrontation ends real quick.
Yeah, my boy Yasteth.
You saying it with like a Spanish accent?
Because I think it's like it has Spanish origins, so now I have to say it like that. Yasteth. Yo, L just he put the hammer down on.
You mean the sword?
Yeah, I guess technically the sword.
That was really badass of him, though. Like no hesitation, just like beheaded.
Well, you know that killed a piece of L. That killed a piece of him.
Yeah. Also, is this like the first time he's ever killed anybody?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he said that.
Right?
Yeah.
It is. Been able to fight anyone before this. Number one.
Yeah, he never fought before. This is the first time he's ever had to even really like hurt someone to an extent. Like he kind of fought people, kind of, when he was trying to save Vin, but he's never really hurt anyone.
Really ineffectually.
He had to like get saved.
Yeah. So this is the first time he's had to do something, and he did it.
The follow through was there.
And I mean, this is the guy that he had multiple they had their own book.
They were
club,
besties,
right?
They were like they were best friends. They were dreamers together.
Aw, dreamers.
Yeah, but just
he's L if nothing went right, basically, is what it was.
They're foils to each other.
Yeah. It's like what L could have been if he didn't have the crew, basically.
But there's a reason why L went and had the crew. I think amongst all of them, like Elend was more
he was the most open-minded even amongst their open-minded group. But he also has like a certain charm and charisma to him that I think attracts people to his goodness, as they say, many times.
I mean, even Vin was attracted to that goodness. There's a reason why she didn't really care about.
Even the other good ones, like like she thought they were still at the end of the day, even though they were open-minded in quotes, they still were like noble, like at their core. Like L felt like at his core, although still very noble, like noble as in like the bad version of noble, it was the goodness was the base of him.
He has a really strong moral compass, and he's willing to stand by the ideals even in difficult situations, where I feel like most of his other philosophy friends are when it comes down to it, they're like, well, actually I'd rather just have the power no matter what.
Yeah. And
strength of will.
Then
we got Misties.
The Misties.
We got Mist thing.
They're actually kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like the enemy that you can't fight.
Yeah. You can't fight. You can't
stab
see.
a mist.
That's like my worst kind of like nightmare enemy, where it's like no one else can perceive them except you, and every time you look around, they disappear. Like that is literally my worst nightmare. But I guess the well turns out is in Luthadel because Vin's thumpings get weaker as they go more north.
As she goes along.
Yeah, so she winds up sprinting, right? Was that this?
She starts running back.
Yeah,
and at the beginning of 52, she points out she starts pewter dragging, and you know it feels different because instead of running to follow someone's ideals, she's running to save the one she loves,
as she usually does.
Nakama power.
The Nakama power. But so she leaves Lusterborns and Ellen to, I guess, ride back on horseback.
Slowly make their way back. Yeah.
Sorry, they're not Mistborn. But yeah. But she also doesn't have a lot of pewter left either, right?
Yeah.
So
she does. She's like running very, very low.
Yeah. So does she even make it back? All this is like jumping slightly ahead, but she does run out.
She runs out. She makes it to a village and gets more.
Oh, that's how. Yes. Okay.
Oh no! She makes it to a village.
Oh no! Gets the. All right, that's the next chapter. Yeah.
I won't say exactly what happens,
right.
but she makes her way.
Next chapter.
But we go back to
what happens. We're talking about it.
I guess it's true. She makes it to a village and then she uses some Kelsier fancy thinking
acrobatics
to make her way using some horseshoes.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
Good on her.
But jumping back to 52 though, while she's running back, we also go back to Luthadel, and the Ska are there, watching them protect them, and they call Says the Holy First Witness,
which is like the same terminology that
they used for Quan.
Yeah,
like for the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Says goes fucking Hulk mode, and just he's like, you won't like me when I'm angry, and then he just like bursts so like as a beefy man.
Yeah,
he literally rips through his clothing.
Yeah, and literally just has a Tarzan loincloth basically left.
This whole section with like the start of the attack on the walls, I'm like, this is exactly Attack on Titan with these like beasts like pounding through the doors and up the walls and stuff. They're not as big as a Titan, but yeah, time for Sazed action.
The last note I had was, it literally just says, I forgot I wrote this. Spider-Vin swings with some horseshoes. She's Spider-Vin. That's what I wrote.
Oh my god. But yeah, that must be tough. I wrote, if you miscalculate the juggling, you'll either come crashing down or bonk yourself in the head with one.
Yeah. And it's not even just like calculating the timing. You have to calculate the angle of when you pull and push. I'm like, the amount of just thought that has to go into that is crazy.
And she's basically like juggling. She ends up using like 5 horseshoes at a time.
Yeah,
like,
5 is crazy. Even
I can't even juggle
crazy
3. I can't juggle, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I can't
the
even
level of like
normal
concentration you'd have to maintain.
Which is, Vin's her. Vin's him.
She is
him. She's him.
Yeah.
Is she the strongest because she's Vin?
Hashtag I'd win. Hashtag I'd win.
I win. Oh my god, yes. I was about to say that.
Oh my god. All right, major spoilers, major plot points coming in the next chapters, y'all. I don't even have... Yeah, I didn't even write that many notes per chapter because just so much action was happening. But if anyone had a note for chapter 53 that is not a death notice, let me know, because my first one was.
One before my death ones, where it was that Sazed is actually surprisingly, for a man who never has fought, is ahead in the books, is a very good leader and a pretty good warrior too.
Yeah.
Mind you, he is Hulk size, so it's probably easier when you're that big. But like in terms of just like inspiring the people, he's also just like surprisingly very good at it.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Which I guess makes sense in the sense of religion. Religion inspires, so he understands that aspect.
Yeah.
And plus, he's like a natural teacher too, so I feel like he knows how to talk to a crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the soldiers are very amateur young guys who never fought in
they're like
anything.
basic.
So
They're all
they
like
have no idea what
kids,
they're doing.
basically.
Yeah, no one knows anything.
Imagine like a 20-year-old leading like a small troop. Like, I guess that was real back in like probably World War II, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they've also only been like, at least people have only been in the army for like less than a year.
Yeah.
They're like barely trained.
Yeah, I played a little Call of Duty. I think I'd be good.
Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, that was the only one I had. Aside from calling Straff a bitch, which was my first note. I don't know what it was in reference to, but
It's just a general overall note, just in general.
All right, should we start the first death toll? I can play the Shiza thing for free.
Oh my god,
it's
dude!
my stream.
You're gonna have to play it. You're gonna have to play it multiple times.
This is like why I downloaded it. I'm like, oh, this one's a good one to play every time something dies or someone dies in like the game or whatever. If you're on the stream, I have like that JoJo sound effect where like from part 2, spoiler alert, Caesar dies. Yeah, Joseph is just like screaming. But all right, who wants to make the first announcement?
Cue sadness and sorrow from Naruto.
Oh, I should get that one too. Actually, you can probably
add like flute music.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Oh god.
Oh, I had the recorder version of Titanic, but I think that one you need to use bits for.
I mean, the first one that goes is Clubs and Breeze. They're fighting, and you know they're just getting overrun. And
oh, there we go.
Clubs is trying to fight everyone.
I didn't think it actually played because I don't have any bits. That was not good. That was not honorable for their deaths.
But then Clubs just gets basically cut in half by a Koloss.
That was sad.
Yeah. That was sad. Well, they're trying to retreat to one of the keeps. And yeah, that was very sad. And Breeze witnesses and has like a mental break, basically.
Oh yeah, he like shuts down.
He like ducks into a building and kind of goes catatonic.
Yeah, he literally got shell shock from like everything that's happening.
He definitely having an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how much long after did we find out about the next person? Because my next note was
pretty. I think it was almost immediately after. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
We switched POVs to the war room. And where my boy Dox, he was.
Oh yeah, he was doing his documentary. Yeah. Not documentary, but he's doing like all the administrative shit.
He was basically doing like the general thing, you know, like making sure all the pieces were moving where they were supposed to be, but
directing people.
There really wasn't much they could do at that point, and they just circle in on him in the war room.
Yeah.
So but he didn't. He went out like a man. He pulled out his sword and said, like, let's fucking just get to it, I guess.
I know. I like the amount of preparation these guys have had to do, and also they don't talk about their families that often, but I'm like, bro, like these guys, man, like they don't even get to see their families often, and then now they just have to like leave so soon, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first bullet point was no, not Clubs, and the second one was no, not Dachshund, and then
mine is Clubs, no, Dachshund, no.
The same.
But it right before he makes his last stand, Dachshund finally kind of has like comes to terms of like his hatred with nobles and like that his hatred, his like blinding hatred was like no different than nobles, which in my opinion still different. But I get what he was saying. But I get what he was saying.
You're kind of not, you know, you had it right, Dachshund, you know.
Like he was like right to an extent. Like I wouldn't say it's the same, but like he sees like just a blind hatred for everyone was probably not the right thing.
Here's the thing though, like he was an oppressed group. Like he has all the well, I like the growth. Kind of like what Kel maybe would have gone there too if he had lived for longer.
Which Kel kind of started going through right before his death. You know, he like saved Elle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
he
like
realized
not entirely because he was like not nobles are all like not to it. It was also like probably half because he knew Vin cared about him a lot. So well he was definitely on the way. Like if he had wound up living, he would have probably gotten to where Dox is now.
Yeah.
Or just got to right before, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Sazed gets in a pickle because he's running out of his metal mines.
Yeah, and in my head, I was viewing this entire scene like in Sazed, like just like in Hulk form, like everything is in slow motion to him, like you know, like blast going everywhere, just loud booms, and then out from the sun comes our savior,
our Lord and Savior,
our Lord and Savior, Vin.
I honestly thought Sazed might have like died in this scene, but I'm like, I feel like he has too much plot armor still, so I feel like something's gonna happen. So that's why I wasn't too sad during this or too stressed out during the scene, because I'm like, he can't die yet. But at the same time, I was like, they did just kill off Kelsey.
I will say, like, it wouldn't have surprised me if he was gonna die and he was dying, and like Vin was like actually just a hallucination, and then he dies. I wouldn't put it past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's also a very common trope with like final stands. It's like you think you're getting saved, and then like you see the reality is they're just dying.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But in the end, she came in just in time.
Killed Kel, like the door is kind of open for anything now.
Yeah. Like, but then Vin comes back and just goes X Games mode on everything.
Hell yeah.
Dude, she took a whole gate and just started flinging it around like a flail. Like, what the fuck? And I also noted, literally, I said she really is Spider Vin, because that's also a very Spider-Man move.
Yeah, to take something and swing around. Web slinging action.
Exactly. When Seiza gets the people to retreat, the watching ska.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all just like there. I'm like, bro, you guys are gonna die. Go seek shelter.
Yeah. No, it's you know it's like the little drummer boy in an army back in the Revolutionary times.
But
you know, they're there for moral
like,
support.
Jesus Christ. But
what was to witness the return of the Savior?
What was the little passage at the end of 53? Because my last note for that chapter had to do with it. I wrote, it sounds like Quan knew that Rashek would try and kill Alendi. I don't remember what passage was at the end of the chapter though.
Wait, no, he told Rashek that if he couldn't stop him to kill him.
I guess so. I don't remember what I wrote this honestly.
Yeah, he outright told Rashek like try to get him away, but like he had little faith that he'd actually be able to do that. He's like, but if you can't, just take him out.
Do what you gotta do.
I think my thing was probably saying that it sounds like Rashek would actually have to want to kill him. Not that I know that Quan told him, but I think he was betting on that Rashek would indeed have to actually try and kill Alendi.
Oh yeah, it's because he thought Alendi no matter what would make it there.
Yeah,
so
that's why. Okay.
He knew he sent Rashek because he knew Rashek already hates him, so it would be easy for him to kill him, basically, kind of.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
But in 53, my first note again is Straff such a bitch. I wrote this so many times. I keep reminding myself.
Wait, you mean 54?
Oh, we're in 54. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh fuck, I'm reading backwards. My bad. But then my first note 54 was Penrod, you a bitch.
Dang. Yeah, wait, what did he do? I didn't even have a note about that. I just know he's just like running around in his little castle.
No, Penrod's in his little castle and refuses to let anyone inside.
What is that? That reminds me of something else. Maybe just like any other like battling things. I don't know.
My lord, the people need sanctuary.
Yeah, something like that.
But like Vin is fighting the Koloss, and she's tiring out, and then she's like, fuck, I might not be able to survive this.
Yeah,
And just
she's getting fucked up.
but in the middle of that thought process, remembers like they're the cousins of the Kandra, and was like, you know what, let's just try one more thing, and just does a Duralumin enhanced emotional push towards him, and we learn
they can be controlled.
that they can be controlled, and that's basically exactly like oh wait, 1 second. I have to be yeah, wait, I'll be right back.
All right, that's good because there's an ad break that I'm gonna run right now. Be right back.
Right now.
I should get some ad break.
Yeah.
But usually I'm still doing stuff during ad break. We got 40 minutes left. I think we're okay because the last part was pretty short.
Sorry about that. Roommate got locked out. Where are we at?
No, we're good. No, I was gonna say, so the part where she controls the Colossus, I wrote Colossus control. Like when Shadow does it. Oh my god, that was so funny. But,
that's a good one.
but right after we get some sad news.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was like, I did not expect that actually.
I literally wrote baby girl Says found love and lost it just as quick. I'm so sad.
Say Zed survived, but at what cost?
When she got introduced in this book, I was like, why don't I really remember her that well? And then I was like, oh, that's why.
That's why.
That's why.
Oh god. All right, I'll play Shiza for that.
Oh, what?
The sound effect.
The kazoo.
No, not the kazoo. I see it's a little delayed. Oh wait. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's delayed. But yeah.
Honestly, the
that
music
was really
playing
sad
there
though.
is exactly what I was thinking.
Zed was like breaking up inside.
It like fully broke him. Like even past this, like this moment, like he's broken for the rest of the book.
I don't even remember because we actually don't see him too much after this, right? What even? Oh no, actually we do because side effect.
You see him a decent amount of time, but every single time it's like him just like he just can't care about anything.
Yeah, he's empty inside.
Like I have lost the will.
Yeah, he's like he has no drive anymore. Like before, he always had something that kept him going, but he just feels nothing inside anymore.
And that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah,
but
he doubts all of his religious knowledge.
Yeah, all of his religious.
He's like, what good are all these things if they aren't soothing me in this time of need? Because he doesn't really believe in anything. He can't believe that her soul is out there or whatever.
Yeah, I was really sad at this point.
Sad.
But
my life, he thought, has been a sham.
Oh god.
But at the very least, the next chapter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but you know what's epic?
Is shitting his pants when he sees Vin. He is straight up shitting his pants.
I just got a little jingle. Oh, it's Pete. Oh, Pete says posture check. Thank you. I am actually not.
My seat is always in perfect posture position, so
good.
I was bent at 90 degrees.
Uh-oh. Not good.
I'm laying in my couch. I'm no longer laying.
But her Duralumin steel jump, she basically rocket propelled herself. Oh my god. It's like she got launched out of a cannon, but it was just her.
I will say, imagine your worst fear coming at you at the speed of a jet from the sky. Like what? Like
I'm surprised Strap just didn't have a heart attack and died right there.
Right?
Yeah, considering all the drugs that he's on.
But also, like, did he even have any dialogue before he got ended? Like,
he says no.
Yeah, he literally was like, no, you're not supposed to be here. Like he starts freaking out.
Yeah.
He's like, they told me you were gone. Like he starts actually shitting his pants.
Yeah, but then does she even say anything to him?
No, she just ends them.
Yeah, she literally ends him and his horse, which ripped to the horse. Yeah. But that was so brutal.
Yeah, it was brutal. Like, she comes and just fucking just slices him up.
Like, literally in half. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's intense. She getting a
I
little
really
scary.
thought she was gonna full on donkey kick him in the chest and make him explode or something.
I mean, basically.
Basically,
No,
though.
Vin doesn't fuck around.
Yeah. He got what he deserved, though. Straff definitely deserved that.
And also, alongside while she's just wrecking everything, Ariane finally got Daddy Set to come and help.
Hell yeah. Daddy Set. Daddy Set.
And like Vin is just she kills like all the generals and just makes everyone bow. Except for the one guy, the one general.
Yeah.
She kills him, right? Because he was like the second in command.
No, she left him alive.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one he left alive, which is smart. She killed every other like higher up except for the second rank one, who clearly is scared of her.
Yeah.
And like kind of makes everyone bend the knee, as they would say.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I wrote, damn, Vin ride or die for L, making people swear to him. Yep. In parentheses, I wrote hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you a girl that makes people bend the knee to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you a girl that makes people bend on the knee for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happens after that?
Sazed second in command, even though he's sad now.
Yeah.
The most depressed second in command in the world.
Rip.
My note at the end of this part was, finally, we're ending a part on a win.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the first time that the end of a part hasn't been like, and then something fucked him up.
And then something
Read on in the next chapter.
Or something went wrong.
They also said, I don't know who said it, because it was a quote though. They're like, oh, we had the wrong gender all along for like the hero. I'm like, girl power, let's go, girls. Slay.
Yeah, that was when they mentioned it. I don't remember where it was in the book, but he does mention that like the ancient Terran or whatever, their language didn't have. It wasn't like gendered pronouns.
Hooray for no gendered pronouns.
Guessing in the translation.
Wow. Their implicit bias was showing.
Like the traditional Filipino language, we don't have he or she. We only have a they.
Let's go. Mm-hmm. But yeah, part 6. Well, see, I guess that we ended on a win because it was the end of a part. I guess.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
Maybe the only time that will happen.
A win's a win. A win's a win.
A win's a win. I'll take it. All right, so part 6. I don't remember where this came from or how we found this out, but Kwan was the mastermind of having Rashek take over all along. But that might have been not true after what we know from the end of the book. I don't remember where I got this.
The epithet of that chapter is, if Rashek fails to lead Alendi astray, then I have instructed the lad to kill my former friend.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then,
Ellen and Lesty making their way back.
But then the Inquisitors gathered at Terrace to attack something.
Yeah, because they run into the Keepers fleeing from something, and you learn the Inquisitors came and just genocided them.
That's right. Yeah, so they meet like a Keeper camp. Yo, that's
it's not
insane.
Keepers. It was Terrace people.
Terrace people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just because they said the Keepers are dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Terrace people. Oh yeah, you're right. The Terrace people. I mean.
Which sucks because like, bro, all that knowledge
lost.
Yeah.
This is like the burning of Alexandria. But yeah, that's
just like the burning of Alexandria.
But it also is semi/not really answering our questions about where all the Inquisitors went after Rashek died.
Yeah.
Plus Marsh, when Marsh just like MIA'd after.
Oh my god.
In the beginning of this book, yeah.
Marsh, you goddamn bitch.
Yeah, I know.
But well,
I know it's not his fault, but
well, also he knows things they don't like. He's not going about it in a nice way, but like he knows things they don't know.
Yeah,
that's true. But you could also talk. Like,
have you ever thought about communicating?
It'll make sense, guys.
All right.
I know it will, Andrea. I know it will. I know Brando Sando got the vision. He got the vision.
Brando Sando got our back. in the end.
Yeah.
Anything else for this chapter? That's the only notes I had. I don't remember what else happened.
Yeah. No, they just hurry on.
Hurrying back.
To Luthadel.
Oh.
They're skedaddling.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my first note for 57 is Says' empty sad face.
Mine was, what if the Well of Ascension was just cans of food? LOL.
Rashik was just a
supply chain.
Yeah.
Rashik was just a doomer. He was
Yeah,
just
he was just one of those apocalypse
Yeah.
guys. But so they found the entranceway in what's the fireplace called again? The castle.
The Krendic Shah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krendic Shah.
Krendic Shah.
Yeah.
Right,
And then Vin susses out the secret door from her blue lines, I think, right?
Yeah, she saw there was a blue line coming from past
the wall. Yeah. So she nudged it a little bit, and a whole secret pathway opened up, just like a real castle. And then they go down and they find cans of food. And then I was like,
they
find a lot of spam. That's all it is.
They did
Vienna sausages.
and
Vienna
sausages.
Was it this
Vienna
book?
sausage, spam, and corned beef. That's
This book or the previous book, they had mentioned that canning technology existed.
Yeah, they just started canning. Yeah, canning fish and stuff like that.
Yeah, but was it just recently during the Lord Ruler, or pre-Lord Ruler?
Recently, as in during the Lord Ruler's rule, but even recently
during his rule. Got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that reminded me, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot they had canning. That was the thing. But anyway, I forget who went down there. It was Vin and Ellen. Also, Sazed? No, Sazed came in later.
No, Sazed wasn't there yet. He was still at the castle.
It was Vin, Ellen, someone else.
What's his face?
Ham?
Ham. Yeah.
Spook was there too, I think, right?
Yeah. I think everybody but Breeze that's,
that's catatonic right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did they find him yet or no?
They did find him.
Yeah.
But he's just
he needs some
catatonic.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then they walk down there, they find some cans, they're like, oh, cool, I guess. And then Sazed goes in. I forget why though.
Sazed was at the castle, just reading over his notes and stuff like that. He's still trying to piece together what was missing from what their theories were. And then the Mistwraith comes to him and guides him to Krendic Shah.
And he's like, "What are you showing me?" And he doesn't know.
Yeah,
but he follows.
And he eventually makes it to the room within a room. And he's about to make his way in, and then from behind him, Marsh just whispers in his ear, "What you doing here, buddy?"
Yo. Yeah, and then I wrote, "No, not Marsh versus Sazed again. What's going on?" Because at this point, we still really don't know Marsh's motives /
we don't
what the hell's going on with the Inquisitors. So
I wrote something here because you kind of get the sense that Marsh has someone talking to him. Like the way he's speaking about stuff. And, I wrote, I'm assuming God talks through the metal piercing him, and maybe that's who was talking to Zane. Because Zane also had the same metal piercing in his back.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's cooking.
Sometime we're going to learn what that was about, hopefully.
Yeah, what the fuck that's about.
I mean, we trust in the Sanderson verse. The Cosmere.
The Cosmere.
Yeah.
All right. But he kind of fucks up Sazed, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought Sazed was gonna die here, actually.
Because Marsh sends his bag of rings at Sazed, and they just go into his body. He literally shotgun blasts him with metal.
Yeah.
But it wound up actually saving him.
Yeah.
All of his metal mines were pretty much used up from the previous battle.
That's insane, though. All those years of storage.
But the rings actually going inside his body actually winds up saving him in a sense. And he's kind of turning into Lord Ruler status, low key.
Oh, with it embedded in him? Yeah.
Yeah, it's embedded in him. In a much more not intended way, but it's technically still the same thing. And
then how does the battle end? I didn't even write a note. I think I was too busy trying to read the rest of the book.
When Marsh was about to fuck him up, Ham comes out and just hits him over the head.
Yeah, so Marsh is just kind of knocked out.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But
at least
but also alongside this in the same chapter is Vin is going into the they find the well, it's Vin
Yeah.
and Elle, and the Mistwraith pops up and just ganks Ellen out of nowhere.
yeah, I think that's the next chapter.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean,
That's the
it's
next
me.
thing. Yeah.
It's going with Martian
Yeah.
Caesar's fight.
This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Because we still don't know what the Mistwraith is or its motives either. And it sometimes seems like it's helpful, but it's also like, I guess at this point is like hurting Ellen too. It like
Yeah,
it like
but
slashes him, doesn't it?
yeah, it doesn't just slash him; it
It
fully
guts him.
stabs him through the gut.
Yeah.
like a gut
Yeah.
like the kind
Gutted
of
him
wound
like a
you don't heal
fish.
from,
Yeah.
like the kind of wound you can't heal from. Actually,
Your guts are just spilling out. That was so. I was like, oh my god, Ellen definitely does not have as much plot armor as Caesar. So I'm like, he might die.
Elle was trying to have his ET moment where they touch fingers, and
Oh
then
my
no,
God.
the Mistwraith just fucking like stabs him in the stomach and slits him open.
Oh god,
He's
but and
like,
especially
no,
yeah.
it's nice. We're friends.
No, friend. Ugh.
And yeah, I guess I hope we find out eventually like how it's able to do that. Too.
But I that's true. But like we kind of like I was like, oh wait, is it actually evil? But you kind of realize it did it for a reason.
It did.
Like,
but if she didn't do the things she did, he would have definitely died.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, we also don't know what she did and the ramifications of it yet.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Ellen's bleeding out on the floor, and he's just like watching Vin do her thing in the pool as she's going into the well, and he is crying, she's crying, and she's like absorbing the power, and she's all tingly and glowing, and she basically is like astral projecting, but she's like basically a god with the power, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says she could feel like all the stuff she can do.
She could basically feel and see she becomes omniscient and
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent, yeah.
Yeah.
All like see and feel everything anywhere all at once.
Mm-hmm. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
But
and then a voice speaks to her.
Yeah.
Release me.
And then she's
like,
oh,
thinking
but
about how she could save Ellen.
Yeah,
and
she's
the voice
like,
is like.
Also, wait, what did you guys
when
you heard the voice? What did you guys picture in your head? For some weird reason, I think maybe it's because I'm watching a Netflix show. I kept hearing Jeff Goldblum.
I didn't hear anything. I also don't remember how it was written. So it depending on if it was like italics and if there was an exclamation point or like an ellipses.
Yeah.
That
I kept hearing Jeff Goldblum like menacingly though.
I don't know any menacing Jeff Goldblum roles.
He plays Zeus in Chaos on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't watch
it. I'm only on episode 1 though, so I'm not that far in.
That's fine.
I didn't.
You're headcaning in Jeff Goldblum.
I'm headcaning Jeff Goldblum, of course.
In the live action, we're casting Jeff Goldblum as the voice.
The voice.
Embodied voice.
Hey man, I would love that. But actually no, not live action. We need the anime, guys. Remember, anime. Bro, they're making this is really sidetracked. I don't want to go too much, but like they're making an anime of Splinter Cell, they're making an anime of Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
They're doing season 2 of Edge Runners for my cyberpunk anime fans. Like we need anime everything at this point.
Hell yeah. Well, good anime everything.
No, but but I will say like anime adaptations have all been fire so far. So I feel like they can't do any wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the direction you can go that direction and it's good. It's when you go the other direction that it's bad. Like they gotta stop live actioning things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
stop
except
live action,
One Piece,
like
which apparently
things that were
live
originally anime.
You can only live action stuff where there's really not much fantasy elements.
I mean, was the same of One Piece though? I didn't watch it yet, but that was good, and that I feel like that has a lot of fantasy.
No, it's good for live action.
Okay,
is the best way I describe it.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't understand
just, like,
the obsession with live action.
Yeah, if you like One Piece, the thing is, it's like a fun show, but like it's still I would never put it above the anime or the manga because live action just looks too goofy for a lot of what anime does.
Yeah, exactly. It's just.
I still enjoyed it, mind you. I still enjoyed it, mind you. And also, Joe Manganiello is going to be Crocodile. If y'all saw the announcement.
I saw that, but I don't know who that guy is.
You don't know Joe Manganiello?
His name sounds familiar.
I know he's He's an actor.
Yes.
He was actually in a Marvel movie as Crossbones, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know who that is.
And also he's a very big D&D guy. Like
Nice.
very big
All
D&D
right.
guy.
One of us. One of us.
But I only know him. I don't know him like a lot, but I do love him in the things that I've seen him. Like he's a cool
That's
dude.
good. Yeah, I mean, it seems like all the actors they got were really good for the role. So good on the
And
cast.
they got an actual Russian girl to play Nico Robin, which is like canonically she's supposed to be Russian, and I think she actually has a Russian accent too in real life. So I wonder if they're gonna make her keep it.
I should probably watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Well, that's not true. I know some things about One Piece.
I mean, I would highly recommend it if you're just looking for a fun show. If you're looking for like a great show, and I don't know, maybe.
All
right, but
anyway, the voice.
Yeah, the voice.
To
yeah.
Yeah,
and then
she like feels the power, and the voice is like, "You gotta defeat the deepness."
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
But all the while, Ellen is just like faintly smiling at her, like, "Oh yeah,
and just
you
dying.
do you, girl." Yeah, he's literally dying, and like
he's like, it's just a flesh wound. Yeah, you release it. Don't worry.
He's like, "Yeah, don't worry about me. Go, do what you gotta do."
Yo, girl boss and all that. Girl boss, gatekeep.
Yeah. Ellen's like the kind of guy who's like totally learning all this like D&I stuff. He's like, "Yeah, girls rule."
Girl power, am I right?
Right? Oh my god.
Please die.
It just starts coughing blood.
Yeah, down with the patriarchy, am I right? But yeah, this part was really sad.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But
Vin is so close to just using the power to save him.
Yeah, but she does what she thinks is right. Cuz she's so selfless. And
if I was Vin though, bro, whoever that voice is, their days are numbered.
Yeah, I was gonna say
their days are numbered.
It's on site. But so she releases it, and then whatever the fuck is like, "Oh, I'm free," and she's like, "What?
I am free."
And
Absolutely.
Alan's
that one
like,
I heard a solemn.
"Oh yeah." And then Alan's still coughing up blood. He probably has 3 coughs left in him, and Vin is just like holding him. But then I guess was it the Mistdraft shows up again, right?
Yeah, the one who caused all this problem.
Yeah, and is like pointing to something.
Well, yeah, you're trying to get Vin to use it to save Ellen, and therefore not release it, which makes sense. And she almost did it, but you got gaslit by the voice.
If only the Mistdraft had a voice and could communicate. But anyway, it points to some clay disc with like metal in it, and where did that even come from? It was just like in the room.
It was like on a shelf in the room.
Yeah, I guess they just like have some storages of metals embedded in clay. Either way, is it after she gives it to him, right?
What do you mean?
The what?
That he like starts reviving, basically.
Yeah, she feeds him the pill, she feeds him the very large pill, and then he starts just like you see the color going back into him and healing.
I wrote, "Oh my god, Ellen, power up!"
Yeah, he starts like choking, and then she's like, "Oh, I only have vials of metal for liquid," so she also gives him some metals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she gives him like the metal liquid to swallow the pill, and then she starts feeling pulses from him.
Pewter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts burning pewter automatically, and she feels the pulses coming.
Dang, this was his snapping.
What the fuck? Yeah, forced
snapping. But yeah. So I guess are we? Well, as of right now,
there's an epilogue.
Yeah. Are we assuming? Was it the metal in the disc that caused him to become? We're assuming he's a Mistborn. I'm just gonna assume that he can burn all metals.
No, it was. He is a Mistborn. I'm pretty sure.
He is a Mistborn. Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Yeah. So he had, which is presumably how Rashek became. An Allomancer, since he was a Fruitmas first.
Yeah, and how he created all the and the cool thing about it is this means Ellen is Vin level. Mistborn. I'm assuming.
I
Like,
didn't
in terms
say
of-
that yet. I don't know.
I was assuming this just because if that's what they used to create them, wouldn't that technically mean he has
like the raw power.
Gen 1
But
level?
what if Gen?
Obviously, he's gonna have to learn how to
Yeah.
use it, but like
I guess we'll
in terms
see.
of Gen 1 potential, I guess Gen 1 potential. Not necessarily power. I guess power is not the right word because there's no way he's gonna be Vin level. Like with the amount of training Vin has, and also all that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I guess we'll see how good of a Mistborn he is in the next book. But for some reason, him turning into a Mistborn reminds me of like the end of Tarzan for some reason, where they're both like swinging through the vines. I don't know why. I was like, oh, that's cute. Now they can both like just do crazy Mistborn stuff together. So that's
cool.
nice. And then they had the epilogue. So some force had been changing all of Sazed's, or had changed Sazed's rubbing completely from like the get go, which was like
no, it wasn't. It
wasn't
was all the way. It was from that the rubbing, and also you also see Quan. Like Quan was saying, you hear more about Quan's side, and that like the prophecy kept changing as Alendi kept rising in power, as if it was becoming more like like specific to Alendi, not like the original. He's like, my memory tells me that it was not like this before.
Yeah.
So saying as he can't trust his memory, or
no, he's saying because
he can, but no one else
can, but no one else can. Because they're like, but look, these written words from generations ago say this.
Must have endured intense gaslighting.
But Quan has essentially, you know, if you watch Suits, he was Mike Ross, had photographic memory, and like he was like, I know it did not say this, and I know my memory is perfect, kind of thing.
And
also
we
find out that the force can change. It affects what the keepers are storing, so it affects stored memories as well.
Yeah,
so
it can affect stored memories.
No one else believes him because they're like, no, we have all this stuff like, in the metal mind, and it says metal minds. This.
Yeah, but Quan don't need no metal mind. He got his own. He got the Quan mind.
The Quan mind. Quan mind 2.0.
It's the Quan mind.
But it also makes sense, and I guess I don't know why this is, but like Quan even had a warning that like anything not written in metal can't be trusted. And when Sazed was taking the rubbin, I'm like, shouldn't he like engrave this somewhere? That's what I thought, but I'm like, obviously he had no time, and it was like dark, and like how is he going to sit and engrave like 15 paragraphs on a wall? And in what? Because he had nothing. So, but that was a cool way to tie it back to the very first chapter, I think it was, or at least the very first beginning part.
It was in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. But
so we finally get to read through it in its full.
Brando Sandal giving us the crumbs we needed all along.
Yeah.
But so someone read the last part then, because I actually didn't write it down.
Killed his faith.
Like, what do you mean last part?
Like the actual part that I guess it was.
There's a few things throughout that were changed, but the most important part, the thing that was like ripped out, that the Mistwraith ripped out of Sazed's writings, was Alendi must not reach the Well of Ascension, for he must not be allowed to release the thing that is imprisoned there.
Yeah, there we go. And then we're like, oh shit, I think Vin just did that.
Yeah. In my head, it was giving Jafar and Aladdin 2 getting released from the lamp.
What was Aladdin 2 about?
Aladdin 2, King of Thieves, where you meet Aladdin's dad.
We do?
Why am I the only one who knows?
Sounds like we need to watch all
direct to VHS
direct to DVD Disney sequels.
The only one I watched was The Lion King 2.
Just like I don't want to go too deep into it, but Aladdin 2 is called King of Thieves because you learn Aladdin's dad is actually still alive and he is the King of Thieves. So funny enough, Aladdin was always a prince.
Like, wow. Sounds like a bunch of retconning to me. Not even retconning, I just making stuff up as they go.
Yeah, and then also because like at the end of Aladdin 1, Jafar gets turned into a genie, and
and gets put in the lamp.
Someone finds Iago brings Jafar's lamp to someone to rub, and then he's freed. and all that stuff.
Do they trap him back at the end? You can spoil it.
I think so, probably. I mean, I don't remember all the story points, but yes, probably.
Nice. Wow, right on time, you guys.
Anything Disney related, but yeah,
that's good. We love Disney.
We don't love Disney.
That's true.
We hate Disney. We love their movies.
Yeah, we don't like them as a corporation, but their artists.
Yeah,
the artists are good. Pay their artists.
Actually, no, Disney, I love you. If you ever want to sponsor me, like, let's go.
Just, if you ever want to sponsor me, pay your animators a better wage. But I still like your content.
I will say, from a young age, my dream as a kid was always to voice act in a Disney movie. So
you could just do a redubbing, real-time fan dub.
No, Tarzan. I don't know what that was.
Oh my god! But so by the end of this book, most of the crew is still alive, but pour one out for who do we have? Doxson and Clubs. And Tindwyl. And don't pour one out for Marsh because we don't know what's going on with him. We do not claim Marsh.
Yeah.
Marsh is still alive, right?
He
just got knocked out.
Yeah.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna come back for the next one. And let's hope that everyone else's
psyche.
Yeah, let's pray for Breeze.
Oh yeah, everyone pray for Breeze.
For Saze's faith.
Send him thoughts and prayers.
For Saze's depression.
That he doesn't believe in anymore.
Yeah, give Sazed some counseling. And let's hope that everyone else's plot armor can stay into closer to the end of the next book. Hey. Hopefully.
Great. Now they have to fight just like an unknown incorporeal force.
This sounds like a JRPG. Yeah. Sounds like Persona.
Yeah, it is. Now you have to fight God.
Now we have to fight God.
Yeah.
See, that literally is the plot of every JRPG. Is you fight the boss and you realize, no, never mind. The true boss is God
all along.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why I like this book so much, because I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Now they get to fight God, whereas like any other person would be like, whoa, God's some grand, like
you think Sanderson was like a Final Fantasy fan growing up?
Maybe.
Wouldn't put it past. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm like,
Yeah, wait. Now that I was joking, but like saying that out loud, I'm like, wait, it actually low-key.
Yo, you should go on his blog and send him like a fan mail.
Of literally every Final Fantasy game is you fight an evil guy, but you realize the true evil was God every single time.
All right, dear Mr. Sanderson, have you ever heard of the video game franchise Final Fantasy? Are you a fan?
If he ever does like an AMA.
Yeah, you should ask him. Are you into video games? He's not that much old. He's like, you said, what, like 40?
He's in his either late 30s, early 40s.
Not out of the realm.
He's not. Yeah, he's not like boomer age. So
he's 48. Yeah, he's in his 40s. He's not 48, late 40s. He's not that old. So yeah, he's in the age where people would have been like really into the Final Fantasy.
The 80s was
if you were like a gamer back in the day.
Gamer.
My uncle who's 48 is like a diehard Final Fantasy fan. So.
Let's go. But yeah, so that was a good book. Big setup for the next one though, which is the end of the trilogy, end of the first trilogy actually.
End of the first era of Mistborn.
Yeah, I can't wait until we get this like Western era.
I am excited for era 2 with Westerns, cause bro, imagine Alamancy but with guns.
I was gonna say they got guns now.
Bro, they're gonna start curving the bullet and shit. Yo,
oh shit, yeah. Or it's like you don't even have guns; you just have bullets on you, and you just throw them. Instead of coins.
Imagine doing like
like
when you do like the thing
coin
where
shot?
you like when they like pull it out real quick, the quick draw.
Oh, quick draws.
But like they still do like they just make a handgun and then a bullet comes out.
They're just holding the bullet in their hand and just go. Phew. Yeah.
Actually, guns actually still would be useful because you get extra. You could technically have more instantaneous force, I think.
Maybe they add their force onto the gun's force.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like twice as fast.
Because that is a thing in a lot of anime and shit.
Yeah, we'll see if it's
like
additive.
When they have guns, is they add like magic to the bullets to either make them go faster or change trajectory.
Nice. All right, so I guess book club will be taking a short break while we're all MIA for a
Traveling.
little bit. Yeah. And we'll come back, let's say sometime towards the end of October is when I'm assuming we could probably be reading the first.
How much can I read
Mm,
of Hero of Ages? We can talk about that later.
yeah, we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. But
Yeah.
thanks y'all for catching the finale. Also, don't forget to subscribe during September because it's 30% off, not including the Prime subscription, which is always free. So definitely resubscribe if you haven't already. And
Mine
is yours
ends
expired?
today, so I have to do it tomorrow.
Ooh, nice.
I can't like auto do Prime
Yeah,
subs,
Prime you can't
apparently.
auto redo it.
Yeah.
You can only auto the paid one. But yeah, so we'll pick it up. What is today? Saturday. So possibly Monday Final Fantasy because we're getting close to the end of that. And then I gotta decide what game I'm playing afterwards. I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Metaphor
do it again.
Refantasia.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that and before P3 reload because I feel like Metaphor I'm not gonna want to platinum. Persona 3 I might want to, depending on how crazy it will be. Yeah, but I've been playing Final Fantasy 7 since like March now. Been a couple months.
Damn.
But I mean, I don't put too many hours in. It's just like whatever I'm streaming. That's usually when I'm playing. So
I don't put too many hours. Okay.
well, I mean, like in a row, I should say. I'm not like playing every day. I feel like I would have
Okay,
finished
that's
by
true.
now.
Yeah,
It is a lot of hours.
Like, I was about to say, what's your game time on that?
I think it's 170 now.
Holy shit.
That's actually the longest I think I've played like a JRPG. Animal Crossing though, I'm pretty sure I have like 300 hours. That's different. That's like every day for like
Damn,
a year.
170?
Yeah.
I remember Final Fantasy X to platinum that you need to do 200 something hours, I think.
Yeah, but that one was like crazy to platinum.
And it's like 200 to 300 hours
You had to
of
fill
like
their whole stat
very specific like you're playing like very specifically too. So
Yeah.
if you're not doing it in specific ways, it's probably longer.
You have to like min-max their stat board because I think one of the
Yeah.
trophies is like max out everyone's stat, and it's like impossible to do that without intense grinding. That was the
Intense
grinding
and
era
very
of video
specific
games.
things, yeah.
Yeah, I hated that. Even in Near Replicant, even the new version, like that, it freaking requires so many like materials
Right.
for something that you just the drop percentage is like 0.5%, and there's only like 5 enemies that ever drop it.
Oh
And
my
I
God, so
tried,
annoying.
I tried so hard, and I was like, nope, I'm ending this. This is not fun
in
anymore.
a single player game, there's no reason to make something percentage based like that. It should be skill based. It should be you have to
or
fight
just
a
something
hard ass
reasonable.
boss.
Yeah.
Nah,
Or just say like you need like
if
10.
it's supposed to be something that's like a platinum level trophy, make it hard, not annoying.
Yeah. This one was just like you could get it if you're dedicated, I guess, and have a lot of time.
Because someone could get it if they're lucky.
Yeah, it's
too.
really luck based.
Because percentage base should only ever be really for like games that you theoretically would play endlessly, like MMOs. It shouldn't be for a single player game.
Yep, agreed. But all right, that's it for today. So yeah, we'll pick it back up with the Hero of Ages later in October. But until then, we'll have our regular video game streams on this channel, and gives everyone a little reading break in case y'all had to pick up, I guess, I don't know, anime, manga, something.
Yeah.
I've been watching
next week
Tower of God
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Bye.
Also, Tower of God season
Tower
2?
God.
Wait, are you
Yep,
Tower of God season?
Yep, Tower of God season 2.
Yo, fire! wait, what episode are you on?
I think I'm like 2 episodes behind.
Oh, okay. So you saw my favorite frat bro,
Which guy?
Ulrich Manzina.
Bro, I don't know any of their names. There's so many people.
You don't know. He was the dude who literally looks like a frat bro. You know who I'm talking about.
All right, maybe I'm not caught up. I'm gonna check my Crunchyroll right now.
He literally he's shirtless with a bunch of tattoos, earrings, and a snapback turned around like Ash Ketchum.
Oh wait, this is the wrong Tower of God.
I feel like every time he says something, he's about to go ah ha ha. Like when I look at him.
Oh, Tower of God season 2. Oh, actually,
Ulrich Mizuno is my favorite character aesthetically because he just seems so out of place to me. If anyone is looking to watch more anime, the highest contenders for animes of this season, personally speaking, Tower of God is good. Wistoria, Wand and something, Wand and Sword, Sword and Wand, or something like that. That is top tier. Use CGI very well. Highly recommend. And let me see what else was there. There was one more. Oh, Elusive Samurai. Aesthetic, chef's kiss.
Oh, I heard that
animation,
one's pretty good. Yeah,
I started that one. Yeah, it's really good.
Also, I'm only on episode 9, so I think we'll meet that guy in this episode.
No, I think you should have already met him inside the creature.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's like the baddie guy. He's just in there, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mazino. That guy.
Ulrich Mizuno.
Yeah, Ulrich. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I watched that. I think I'm in that episode right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I can't tell. It says things are watched, but that's because my sister is also watching.
Okay, yeah. Wait, I thought your sister has her own profile.
No, my other sister. The one that only watches it because Stray Kids did the ED and OP of the last season, and now the girl group from JYP is doing the OP and ED of this season. But all right, let's end the stream for now, and we'll see you guys.